It's Brittany, bitch. And in today's video, you're going to learn if you should include your Uber driver, Uber Eats courier, Lyft driver, Postmates courier, DoorDash courier, or SkipTheDishes courier experience on your resume, and if so, how you should include it. I'm Kamara Toffolo, resume writer, LinkedIn consultant, job search strategist, and LinkedIn top voice who helps established professionals dare to do work differently and land great fitting gigs. I post new job search videos every week, and my videos will equip you with some of the most valuable information that will make your job search easier, because job searching shouldn't be this hard. Rideshare drivers and couriers are the unsung heroes of the P word that I can't say on YouTube. You kept us all sane with your timely delivery of tacos, and put your own health at risk to shuttle us from point A to point B. Thank you for all that you've done and continue to do. Now let's take a look at whether or not you should include your Uber driver, Uber Eats courier, Lyft driver, Postmates courier, DoorDash courier, or SkipTheDishes courier experience on your resume. And if you should, how to best include this rideshare courier or delivery work experience. As a rideshare driver or delivery person, there are really one of three scenarios that would be applying to you. So let's discuss each of these scenarios and make a decision whether or not you should be including your rideshare delivery or courier experience on your resume. So the first potential scenario is you're actually targeting a job in driving, delivery, transportation, or logistics. If you are a rideshare driver or courier and your target job is within driving, delivery, transportation, or logistics, or something similar or related, you're in a great position and you will definitely want to include your rideshare and delivery and courier experience on your resume. The next possible scenario is you're filling a career gap with your rideshare or courier experience. Especially with the effects of the P word that I can't say on YouTube, many of us have found ourselves having to pick up jobs that may not be related to our target career or target job. If your rideshare, delivery, or courier experience is filling a career gap, then you will certainly want to include it on your resume. And then the third possible scenario is you're side hustling for extra money. Similar to scenario number 2 with the P word that I can't actually say, some of us may have found our hours significantly reduced, or maybe we're in a spot where we're finding that our current salary and our current job isn't sustaining us financially. Or perhaps we're working towards a specific financial goal. Whatever the case may be, we may have decided to take on some extra work in the form of being a rideshare driver or delivery driver, in addition to our current job. If your rideshare or delivery work is in addition to your current job and your current job is within your target career direction, then you don't want to include your rideshare or delivery work experience in your resume. The reasons that we don't want to include it in this scenario only is because it can take focus away from your qualifications for your target job. It could be perceived as a distraction from your day job. And finally, it's unlikely that adding this rideshare or delivery work experience will actually add any value to your resume. So now that you know whether or not you should be including your rideshare and delivery work experience on your resume, let's take a look at how to actually include this experience. First, we want to make sure that we're really using the right job title for this work. I know that when you work for the likes of Uber, Lyft, Postmates, DoorDash, SkipTheDishes, that you are an independent contractor. You're running your own business. But talking about this work experience as though you are owning and operating your own business, which you are, doesn't really add value to your resume when you are pursuing a job as an employee. It can only really serve to confuse the reader if you talk about this work as though you're a business owner. So when you're writing about your work experience as a rideshare driver or courier on your resume, keep your title simple and straightforward with things like rideshare driver, Uber Eats courier, Uber driver and Uber Eats courier, Lyft driver, Postmates courier, DoorDash courier, SkipTheDishes courier. You get the picture. We want to stick with titles like this because they will resonate quickly with the reader. They'll know exactly what the scope of your role is without having to guess when you use something like independent contractor or business owner. Next, let's cover what would be appropriate to highlight about your work as a rideshare driver or courier. First, it's really important to be clear on your target role. More on the importance of that and how to explore that in this video. Luckily, with rideshare work, there's a lot of transferable and universal skills that you're demonstrating every day. More on that in a bit. First up, let's cover off describing your actual responsibilities and duties as a rideshare driver or courier. You don't need to take up much of your resume real estate describing your duties as a rideshare driver or courier. It's a very widely understood role. But if you want some ideas of what you might want to include when you're describing the role and its duties and responsibilities, you could share things like where you drive, with something like safely transport passengers across the Greater Toronto Area. Or you could share when you drive with something like navigate rush hour and peak travel times to ensure timely deliveries and drop-offs. Now let's take a look at emphasizing the universal and transferable skills that come with your work in rideshare. We'll use highlights to make this happen. Since you've already identified your target role, you'll know what's most important for you to highlight and the skills that are most important for you to emphasize. What I'll point out is one great skill that you're demonstrating all day, every day as a rideshare driver and courier is one of the most universal skills, and that's customer service. No matter the job that you're targeting, you will need to have customer service skills because in every role there is a customer of some sort, even if it's an internal colleague. So customer service highlights are a really great way to emphasize your customer service skills. So here are a few ideas of things to highlight on your resume. Your strong star ratings, a few select testimonials from your riders, the best ones, how you maintained a strong star rating while completing a high volume of deliveries or drives within an average day, or maybe how you developed a process or procedure that exhibited an extra level of care to make sure that your customers received their deliveries that were marked as leave at door. But your role as a rideshare driver or courier isn't just customer service. There are some other big universal or umbrella type skills that we can highlight. And here are a few other ideas. Maybe you developed some very efficient and frequently used routes that ensured timely drop-offs and deliveries, or maybe even improved drive and delivery times. This would exhibit planning skills and continuous improvement skills. Maybe you developed a strategy for switching between driving services and delivery services, like you switch between Uber and Uber Eats services to maximize your revenue depending on peak and surge times. This demonstrates strategy. Or perhaps you recruited other drivers. This demonstrates skills in sales or very specifically in recruiting. As you can see, there are many different types of skills that you demonstrate on a daily basis as a rideshare driver and courier. Which highlights you share to reinforce target skills really depends on the target job that you've identified. If you're an Uber driver, Uber Eats courier, Lyft driver, Postmates courier, DoorDash courier, or SkipTheDishes courier, I really hope that this video helped clear up whether or not you should include this experience on your resume, and if you are including it, how best to include it. And I also hope that you're feeling better equipped and ready to drive off into the sunset and land your target job, whatever that may be. And for those of you watching this who love to use rideshare and delivery services, please tip your drivers well. And here's my cue for you. Do you have rideshare or delivery experience? After watching this video, will you be including this experience on your resume? Is there anything that you're struggling with in terms of explaining this work experience and drawing out the highlights from this work experience? Tell me in the comments below and I'll help you work through it. As you know, I make a lot of videos, but I also make free guides to help you in your job search. If you'd like my free cover letter guide and checklist or my free post-interview thank you messages, guide, and templates, you can sign up for them. The links are in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, and click on my face over there and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.